definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity in that
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped. and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The Raiders on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the extra point good, and a roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Play action. Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. Ebron caught left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And things didn't work out for them as they...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. James has got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Allen to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw on target to James. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen going to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. second down at 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Here's Gordon. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Damian Harris with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And Washington has retaken the lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's... The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, this is Harris fighting through. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Gordon steps away to his left. Well, he tries.